Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're in my super gorgeous, beautiful, super messy backyard right now, which is probably quite loud. We have a really loud road back here. For the sake of this video being pretty much outside the entire time, I thought I would sit outside on this super comfortable cement, whatever the fuck this is. Anyways, I recently purchased a quite inexpensive playpen area for my pets outside, and I was like, this one's great because of the size. I can fit different reptiles in it, I can fit my rabbits in it, so it's a good size for basically all of my animals that can't slip through like this much of a crack. That was the issue I was running into. I thought it might be fun to do, and you guys requested on my Instagram stories that I do a video showing you kind of like my DIY portion of it, how I set it up. And so where I got the playpen will be linked in the description box below, along with some other ones that I really liked. They're quite affordable. They weren't the easiest to put together. I didn't actually put this one together. My assistant Angela put it together. Thank you, Angela, you are amazing. So she tackled that, put it together. You do need a drill and stuff, but other than that, I'll show you how I created the inside to be super fun for each type of animal. The cool thing is how I set it up is multiple items in there can be used for the rats and reptiles. They both like the same sort of things. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. I'm going to show you some of my different animals enjoying it as well, because it's like over here, which is why I keep looking over here, because it's awesome. And so if you even have a little backyard, it'll fit in here, but it's super great. And also, if you don't have grass to go underneath, you can get some of the fake grass. They have it at Costco, but it's slightly pricey, but let's go ahead and jump right into this. If you have not turned on bell notifications for my channel, please go ahead and do so. You'll get an email when I get a new video, when I put up a new video, and you'll also get a notification on your shell phone. And also subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content, more videos, and more pets. Let's get started. Real quick break to mist Zeppelin. He's got his dripper up there. I'm gonna mist him through the screen today because he looks like he is trying. He would crawl all over me right now if I opened this. How's it going, buddy? Getting some sun? Guess who bought you some more vines today? I did. Oh good. Oh good God, that's so hot, so hot. Ta-da! Here it is in all of its glory. This thing is awesome. There's a couple little doors here. I honestly don't use the doors at all. I pretty much just like lift this up to grab the animal, and if you're like, oh my God, I'm not gonna be able to get to the animal, it's over here. Watch this. It opens all the way up. So keep away is like not gonna happen in this thing, which is awesome. I had already put this in here before I started filming, so I was not about to take it out to show you guys how I put it together. So super easy. I got these little bricks right here at like Home Depot, I think. They were like $1.60 each. So put some of those leading up, making sure that they can't fall over onto any of the animals and that there is another supporting piece down here. Then I filled this guy up, and I like to let the water sit in the sun for a while so it's nice and warm when I'm gonna be putting a reptile in here, because they are definitely not gonna wanna get into anything that's too cold because they're cold-blooded. This is like perfect right now, so they can crawl right down there. Oh, the water's like, it's like Splash right now. Have you guys seen that movie? It's amazing. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set this up for my reptiles to get into it first, and then since they like the nice bright sun, and when the sun sets, I'm gonna go ahead and put my rats in here and my rabbits and things like that. And things like that, I mean animals like that. I have a couple items over here, and these will all work for my reptiles and my rats and my rabbits for the most part. These are the only two that I don't put in there when my rabbits are in there. And I also put a couple other items in here when my rats are in here, just kind of some enrichment for them. So I'll show you that when we get to that. But first we're gonna set this up for my Savannah monitor. This is a grapevine, and honestly, I think she's a little too fat for it, but at least she can perch up on it if she wishes. So we're gonna just put this in here, leave it so she still has some room to get around in there. And we're gonna put this tunnel in there for her for a little bit of security if she wants to hide. That's pretty much the setup for my reptiles. What I'll usually do too is give them each a treat when they get in here. Or with my bearded dragons, I will make them a salad and put it in the shade somewhere in here. And then they usually like to eat their salads out here in the morning. There's some leftover salads right here from yesterday actually. There's actually shrimp down there because I was giving Georgia treats, but that is a different story. I'm not opening that. I'm gonna be like, hey Ryan, can you come outside and throw something away for me? It's really nasty, but I think you can handle it because you're my big strong man. And then I'll see if he can throw it that way. Yeah, so let's go grab Georgia. Georgia, are we ready to go outside? Okay, let's do it. Come on, little lady. What do you think, Georgia? She's like, where the heck am I right now? She's actually never been in here. And any enclosure I've ever put her in outside, she immediately kind of freaks out, which is why I put this tube in here in case she wants to hide. There you go. The alligator is in the water. Yes. I love seeing my animals enjoy things that I make for them. It makes me so happy. When you do put a water bin in your playpen or any sort of enclosure ever, you want to make sure that A, it's not too deep for your animal, and B, there is either a grape vine in there or a stump or kind of the rocks that I have built up so that they feel secure and safe and don't thrash about. And when they are thrashing about, that means that they do not feel safe. They feel like they're in danger, and a lot of that would be because they wouldn't be able to support themselves up out of the water. So make sure that you give your reptile or animal a way to get out or kind of bask in the water so that they can get out of the water so that they don't feel like they're drowning. You have access to the entire yard in which you totally destroy, so don't look at me like that. Next we have Lucy, and I leave each animal in here probably for like an hour or two and keep checking on them. I only do it when I'm home, but now it's time for the bearded dragons. Come on, Lucy Lou, you ready? Let's do it. Ever put your lizards down and like fix their little hands for them because they're like bent downwards? I made Lucy a magnificent salad. Look, a salad. Thank you for eating my cooking. Now you're not leaving until you eat everything that's in your bowl. This is a wonderful option for chameleons. Can you guys spot Zeppelin in there? And iguanas, because they are arboreal and they like to climb. So height is gonna be in their best interest when they're outside. And being able to hide under leaves to get some shade when they want it, and a drip system so that they can get water, and misting. So Mr. Zeppelin hangs out pretty much every single day, almost all day in this, and he is getting a little big for this one, so I'm having a new one built soon, but this is a great option for iguanas and whatnot. You can even keep your plant in here and outside, and then just bring your reptile if it's a temporary cage, or just bring their entire cage out. Look at the little bellies, Zeppy. I love their little... So for the rats and the rabbits, this is optional. I sometimes just leave the water in there for the rats especially, not the rabbits. But then we've got the tree in there, and I'm gonna put this guy back. And then over here, this is a little tunnel they like to use, and then in here, I like to put clean garbage. This is just like stuff that is clean, that was gonna be thrown away, that I left in here for them to kind of play in. And then I hide little treats and stuff in here, and I put a little hole in there. It's just like a bin. And they love to come in here and just creep around in here and go through all the garbage, because that's what rats do naturally out in the wild. They dig through things, they're little trash diggers, so that's kind of fun for them. Oh, I'm like out of breath from carrying that over. It doesn't look very heavy, but it is. Put this in here, and then we will add the boys. Before I add the boys, I'm also gonna add this. This is water with little treats at the bottom, so they have to fish for the treats. You can actually use like those little pans that you use for painting, like with a paint roller, and put peas in the bottom of that too. I like to switch it up a little bit each time. I also found this guy, so I'm gonna open this and put it in there. There we go. Okay, and I always like to leave what they came in the little enclosure as well, because they like to run back in here. My boys kind of get spooked a lot. Oh, I almost forgot. We have to put our treats about. And we are almost ready for the rabbits. We're gonna put a couple toys. The man is checking out the surroundings first, and his ladies follows. Oh yeah. He's like too busy. I've never seen him too busy for his salad. Usually he trips out when his salad comes out. You're going to the bathroom right now, aren't you? Yeah, you are. I know it. You just pooped in there. You pooped in the sandbox. What are you doing? I have never seen either of you two not care about your salad. This is insane. Don't you hop over this. Don't you do, oh! Brixton. All right, we got this little jokester back in. I'm gonna just leave the top on. We're just gonna have to deal with looking through. Okay, okay. Brixton, you're such a handsome boy. You're so handsome. Okay, so I totally ripped off my eyelashes because they were driving me crazy. I love to feed them their salad at night, like in the evening time, because typically that's when rabbits start to come out, is when the sun starts to set, and that's when they come out and feed and eat and ruin everyone's garden. So I like to bring them out here towards the end of the day. Also, rabbits and other furry animals are super sensitive to hot, there's like a fly on the camera. Ugh, get off here, you're ruining everything. They're super sensitive to heat, so you have to make sure that you're not putting them out here in the beating sun, because that is not gonna be good for a rabbit. A lot of people keep their rabbits outside. I don't agree with that. If you live in an area where it gets quite hot, they don't do well with it. That can actually kill them. So I like to just bring my rats and my rabbits out, and when it's like nice and cool. I bet you my hamsters might even be able to fit in this cage, but I'd have to watch them really carefully because I'd be nervous about the width of this thing, but the rabbits fit. Holy heck, that took like an entire day to film, like switching this around and giving all the animals their time in here and then putting them away and like loading them up, all that stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and let me know if you grab one of these enclosures for your animals, and definitely tweet me pictures because you guys know I love seeing pictures of you guys' animals and videos, so don't hesitate. It's just KristenLeannimal on Twitter. And thanks for watching, guys. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed yourself and you want more videos like this. Also, if you have any video ideas, leave it in the comments below, and maybe I'll grab one of your ideas and do a video with it. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye. What? Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. What are you doing? What? You were no help. You're just laying there in your little bed like a little invalid. Why didn't you help me? Huh, Frankie? I can still see you no matter how still you are. You know that, right?